Clerks in Orlando at the Orlando Film Festival, and I was fortunate enough to attend with some of the cast and crew. And we were in Florida for about a week for the screening. And beforehand, we had watched the Bob Hawke documentary, Film Hawk, and Kevin he's featured heavily in that, and he spoke very highly of Bob Hawke, who again I've had the fortune of meeting Bob a couple of times. Really lovely guy, and he speaks really highly of him, and he gets quite emotional about it. And I think I can't remember exactly what he says, and I don't want to paraphrase because I'll probably get it completely wrong, but he just comes across as being very humble at the fact that he is this guy who had a dream of being a film director, and he took a risk. He could have bankrupted himself making Clerks, and people like Bob Hawke and other people had seen the film and took a chance on him. And I think the whole thing is that he's very humbled by that, and he still remains very humble that he's in this position. So I guess when people come out to see him and Jason and do their shows, they recognise that and appreciate that as well. Where you think a lot of people in that position probably wouldn't. They wouldn't give a shit about people who are waiting outside for hours to meet them, and would just go straight in the tour bus or back to the hotel. But these guys, and it comes across when you meet them that they really respect and appreciate how much people enjoy them and their work and are there to see them as well. And it definitely comes across,
Yeah, I agree with that 100% actually, and it shows the class, because like you said, there's not many people that have that kind of class for their fans, because they and I listen to Kevin's podcast all the time, and he openly says, if it wasn't for the fans, he wouldn't be where he is.
Yeah,
which is a true statement. I think a lot of celebrities should actually remember that sometimes.
Yeah, I think some people can forget that. They can forget maybe where they came from or where they started. It wasn't always champagne and a high-flying lifestyle for a lot of people. Everyone has to start somewhere. I guess some people maybe forget that,
It's true, especially if you come up from nothing,
Yeah.
Exactly. So, well, I actually have to say that, Chris, you actually, to yourself, you seem like a very good guy, and I appreciate you talking to me, because I know you're a very busy person. You're extremely busy.
Anytime, man.
You told me this actually back when we were trying to plan this. We actually scheduled this like 3 times before we sat and did this. And by the way, you mentioned Scott Giaffo. I want to tell the people listening right now that this is a Monday episode. On the next episode of this show, we sit down with Scott Giaffo.
Brilliant. He's a fantastic guy as well.
Yeah. Again,
I've had the good fortune of meeting Scott. He was at the Jersey screening that we had in November. Really lovely guy. So yeah, you'll enjoy speaking to him. I don't know if you've met Scott before.
No, I have not met him. We just talked over like this. We did a conversation just like this.
Yeah. No, he's a lovely guy. I sort of spoke to him a lot online before we'd met. But he's fantastic. I have to be honest as well. It's hard for me to pick a performance in the film, in Shooting Clerks, that I like. My favourite performance, shall I say? But I have to be honest, he's up there for me. I think he plays Don Smith, Kevin's dad, and absolutely just nails the performance. A lot of heart in the performance, and it shows you really what a great actor he is. So when you ever get the chance to watch Shooting Clerks, certainly pay attention to his depiction of Kevin's dad, because it's fabulous. He's excellent in that. And in the amount of times I've been to screenings now, I've been to so many screenings of Shooting Clerks, and I don't know, for me, as I say, because I really enjoyed the film, I think it gets better and better, and I'm a big fan. If I wasn't in the film, I'd still be a big fan of it. But I think every time I watch it, Scott Giaffo is great in it. Really, really great performance.
Well, that's awesome to hear, actually. So, everyone listening, enjoy that show as our next show. Chris, you want to give everyone your information, Twitter information, whatever you want to give plugs?
Yeah. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Both got the same handle. I like a bit of synergy, so I managed to create the same one. It's Chris Bain. So if you saw me in the street and you went, it's Chris Bain, that's essentially my name. Although you probably wouldn't recognize me in the street. But, if you did, you might say that.
Well, I see what you did there. So, so that being said, thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate your time and coming on and talking like this. Thank you so much.
No, anytime. You're more than welcome.
Yes, we'll have to do this again, maybe for the next movie or something. We'll figure it out.
Making Mallrats.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Nah, you too, my man.
All right, and that was Chris Bain, everybody. I'm well aware that we didn't talk about the minute at all because, well, I really just wanted Chris on the talk, and he was a good guy and a good interview and really a fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation, and he took some time out to do this. So, like I said, Wednesday, Scott Schiaffo will be here, and we'll get into the movie more and talk about the actual movie, and Cal will be back for that episode as well. Till then, here we go. Our show is a part of the Fill in the Void Podcast Network, available on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Player FM, etc., etc., etc. You can find us everywhere. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Clerks Minute. Leave a rating and review, and we'll read it when we have a chance to, probably on the Patreon show. Patreon.com/Clerks Minute. Support the show. We need help supporting the show. We're going to do a monthly show over there. The moment we're breaking down the Clerks animated series. So, come over there and take a look at us and listen to that show. Till next time, Kyle will be back on Wednesday. Thank you so much for listening to this on a Monday morning. I'm Blake. He'd normally be Kyle. Have a good day, everybody.
Smoking weed, smoking weed.